The Indiana Fever is currently the reigning champions of the WNBA Commissioner Cup, and unfortunately, star Caitlin Clark did not participate in that game, and they still want to put the beats all over the links, man. That has been a topic of discussion. Now, I'm here to tell you, they have another big-time game coming up, and that is this upcoming Thursday, playing none other than the Las Vegas Aces. And I'm telling you right now, judging by the way it's looking, Caitlin Clark has already officially been ruled out for...
The basketball world is reeling from shocking news that could send shockwaves through the WNBA. Stephanie White, head coach of the Indiana Fever, has confirmed our worst fears. Caitlin Clark's injury is far more serious than originally believed.
Has already been ruled out for Thursday night's game against the Las Vegas Aces. Stephanie White offering up some comments that has fans concerned this injury may be more severe than we were led to believe, have fans speculating that she's going to be held out all the way up until...
What began as a minor groin strain has escalated into a far more serious issue, sending ripples of concern throughout the league. This isn't just about missing a game or two. Caitlin Clark could be sidelined for weeks, possibly even through the All-Star break, a prospect that's already shaking the WNBA to its core.
Caitlin Clark is hurt, and I'm really getting sick of it. I'm sick. I already offered her, what was hurt last time? Her hamstring? I think it was her hamstring. I offered her my hamstring. Of course she can have my groin. Of course she can have my wife's groin, my dog's groin, my kid's groin. I'm sick of it. I'm watching the Commissioner's Cup because I truly love the WNBA, not just for Caitlin Clark. I love the Lynx. Love them. They're probably actually one of my favorite teams. But I am so sick of not seeing CeCe's ass on this court. So I don't know what we got to do. I saw she got her leg covers. I saw she got that. I don't know what they need to do or what she needs to do less of for her to be healthy. But I need to see her on that court. And I need to see her playing well.
Let's unravel this nightmare timeline. First, Clark was sidelined for 3 weeks, missing 5 games due to a quad injury, just as she seemed to be regaining full strength. Then, bam, another setback. This time, it's a left groin strain that's turned out to be far more persistent than anyone expected. She's already missed 4 straight games, and there's still no clear return date on the horizon.
Pulled out for Thursday with a groin injury, how they were playing this entire time between day-to-day and game-time decision and questionable. I was skeptical. I had to go straight to the source, and sure enough, the Indiana Fever, more than 24 hours advance, let fans know, hey, Caitlin's not going to be there. Instead of having you drive 5 hours only to realize 2 hours away, she's out. After flying 10 hours, only to realize 5 hours in the air, she's out. After coming all the way from Australia, over 8,000 miles, to watch Caitlin Clark only to land and hear.
White hasn't minced words about their approach. My goal has always been the same. I don't want this to be something that lingers because we rushed it. We want to ensure she's 100% ready and that her long-term health remains our top priority. In other words, they have no idea when she'll be back, and they're clearly worried about risking an even bigger setback.
Down there, is there anything new about her status or day-to-day? Is she going to be able to play tomorrow?
No, she's going to be out tomorrow.
Is there any updated timeline in your head of when she could return this weekend, sooner after that?
I don't have anything in my head other than what I'm told. My goal has always been the same. Like, I don't want this to be something that lingers, that we come back too soon. We want to make sure that she is 100% ready to go and that we put her long-term health and
And here's where it gets truly devastating for the WNBA. The numbers speak for themselves. Since Clark went down, national WNBA viewership has plunged by an astonishing 55%. Think about that. More than half of the league's audience disappeared the moment Caitlin Clark couldn't step on the court. The Fever's nationally televised games have taken a similar nosedive, dropping by 53% from an average of 1.81 million viewers with Clark to just 847,000 without her. That's not just a slump. It's a sheer plunge off a cliff.
Go ahead and end this Caitlin Clark debate, man, because it is Caitlin the great one. And you make sure you recognize her as such, man. Listen here, her viewership, ticket sales, merchandise sales, no matter what she played, it's going out the roof. TV ratings going out the roof. I mean, she is making people think twice about women athletes. You know what I'm saying? She is an advocate for women athletes. I mean, it's making people want to invest more, man. The Caitlin Clark effect is real. Did you not see it in Iowa? You know, record-breaking ticket sales, record-breaking jersey sales, breaking records on the floor. I mean, what else do you want from this woman, man? This woman has given y'all her.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe. Right now, the WNBA is in full-blown panic mode, and it's hard to blame them. After decades of struggling to build a consistent fan base, Caitlin Clark arrived and single-handedly delivered the kind of viewership numbers lead executives had only dreamed of. Now she's sidelined and the harsh reality is sinking in. Without Clark, the league is back to square one. Games that should be packed with fans are echoing with empty seats. Even the Commissioner's Cup final, which should have been a showcase event, went on without its biggest star. It's like hosting the Super Bowl without the star quarterback, and everyone can feel the void.
It being a game-time decision these last couple games and being able to rule her out today, is there any extra kind of concern about just, that little change in?
I don't know if there's extra concern as more of like, hey, let's just maintain perspective. She wants to play, and she's working to play, and she has been working to play. And I think after a few days, it's like, okay, we've got a little bit of time. Thinking 5 games before All-Star break, we've got a little bit of time. So let's just ease her mind, even though she's antsy, and let's do this the right way and make sure that we're.
But here's the million-dollar question that's quietly shaking the league's foundation. Why should fans keep rallying behind the WNBA when so many players seem to resent their biggest star? The All-Star voting results exposed a harsh reality. Despite leading the league in multiple categories and pulling in over 1.2 million fan votes, Caitlin Clark's own peers ranked her just the 9th best card. Dick Vitale didn't hold back, calling it nothing but pure jealousy and reminding everyone that Clark is the reason for chartered flights, bigger paychecks, packed arenas, and soaring TV ratings. Even LeBron James weighed in, sharing posts that criticize how Clark has been treated by fellow players.
Show this lady some respect, because can you imagine being the face of the league, the mental health that comes with that? And she still got that demeanor about herself, like nothing really phases her. Like, come on, man, she human. She gonna make mistakes. She gonna have bad games. But don't you see, no matter what she going through, she get up and go hard in the paint. The Caitlin Clark effect is real. Ain't no Paige Buckles effect. Ain't no Angel Reese effect. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it don't matter what she play at. She is the face of the league. I mean, this right here is uncomparable. I mean, Caitlin Clark, the away games, when her away games see more viewership than some of her home games. People coming to see Caitlin ever since she has entered the league, man. The ticket sales.
Caitlin Clark's groin injury isn't some isolated fluke. It's the result of months of relentless physical wear and tear that the WNBA has largely turned a blind eye to. Since returning from her quad injury on June 14, her performance has taken a noticeable hit. Over her last 3 games, she's shooting a troubling 1 for 23 from beyond the arc. Her overall field goal percentage has slipped to 27%, and her turnovers have climbed to nearly 5 per game. These numbers point to more than just a temporary slump. They reveal a player whose body is clearly under strain. Her season-low 6 points against Seattle, where, for the first time in her career, her turnovers outpaced her points, looks less like an off night and more like a glaring warning sign that was ignored.
Does not need to play another game until she's completely 100% healthy. If that means she has to miss multiple weeks, so be it, because you don't want to get into the habit of her rushing back from injuries when she's not fully healthy, and we know if one nagging injury can lead to another nagging injury. So the best thing that the Indian Fever can do, regardless of what Caitlin Clark wants to do, you have to protect your star, your superstar, because she's going to want to get on the court. But until she's 100% healthy, she does not need to play another basketball game.
Talk, a lot of y'all records she coming from. She coming for him. At the end of the day, y'all can't stop nothing, bro. Y'all trying to beat her up and bruise her up and take her out the game and injure her, bro. We know what the motive is, dog. Like, don't nobody like that. I don't vouch for that. I don't like that. You hear me? Y'all not leading. Look, y'all need to get that out y'all heart, cause that's some deep demonic stuff. The way y'all thinking and how y'all moving and having y'all little meetings and all of that and wanna plot against this woman and her teammates that have her back. Y'all better leave her, Sophie Cunningham.